So, alimony or spousal maintenance in Wisconsin is very typical in a divorce that's, depending on the county, around 8 to 10 years, again, depending on the county. There's different types of alimony or spousal maintenance. It could be temporary, it could be monthly, it could be lifetime maintenance, depending if it's awarded by a judge. But if it's settled, if you're able to negotiate this in a settlement, you could do a buyout, which we would always recommend because then you never have to deal with the person in the future again. You don't have to worry about them, pardon me, but passing away. You don't have to worry about them getting injured. There are a lot of types of maintenance or spousal alimony that we can talk about if we get to that point in your case. So a maintenance buyout is basically you're taking the present cash value of the lifetime or the amount of time of maintenance, and you're putting that present cash value on the maintenance dollar amount. And you're telling me, okay, if I were to take this lump sum of maintenance today, what would it be worth? And that's the buyout value of the maintenance amount. Some of the factors influencing the maintenance amount are, most importantly, the length of the marriage, the earning capacity of the parties, the property division, and the age and the health of each of the spouses. The age and the health affects alimony because if the person receiving the alimony is 40 years old, but the person paying the alimony is 60 years old and they're going to retire in 5 years, the court looks at how many more working years the person has available, but then they're also going to look at the need of the spouse who's receiving the maintenance. So it's a juggling act between the two parties, and the goal is to make sure that both parties have the same standard of living that they had while they were married. Most of the time, you can modify maintenance after a divorce if there's a substantial change in circumstances by filing a motion to modify maintenance, but you cannot modify a maintenance buyout. A maintenance buyout is you've bought out maintenance, it's a lump sum, it's not modifiable, and that's part of the benefit of a maintenance buyout is that you're walking away and you'll never have to deal with that person again. But in general, if you don't do a maintenance buyout and it's a monthly sum, you can modify that if you can show that there's been a substantial change in circumstances. Alimony is pretty common in Wisconsin when there is a disparity in income and the length of the marriage is substantial. So a substantial marriage really depends on the county. I was at a conference and I heard a commissioner say that he would award maintenance if the marriage was 7 years. And frankly, most counties won't award it. If it's 6 to 7 years, they're looking at more of 10 years. But again, it depends on the county. And you need to find an attorney who's familiar with each county that they practice in because this is very county specific. If you have any questions about alimony or maintenance in Wisconsin, give us a call at Ren Your Hotep Law.